the chair a little bigger. Yeah, I mean bigger that way, but
I don't know how to do that.
no, that's fine too. That works. Yeah.
You live?
All right, guys, we're live here on the Shark Stream. Bobby Hilton saying what's going on. Welcome to Orlando, Florida, home of Mosconi 2024. And I'm just going to jibber jabber a little bit. Andy Gal, hello, how are you? I just want to make sure you can see me and hear me, so let me know. But please share it out there. We're not going to talk too much until some people get a chance to come into the room, into the building. And so let's share it out there. Again, we are live in Orlando, Florida. This is day 2 of Betonline Mosconi Cup 2024. And what a day it was. I got so many cool things to talk about. We're going to give you guys all the updates and let you guys know we got something big coming up, right, Austin?
Correct.
What do we got?
The premiere.
We got a premiere coming
Tonight.
up. Premiere tonight. So you don't want to miss that. So the premiere is going to be on YouTube, right? But it'll also the link will be on Facebook, correct, Austin?
Yes.
Okay, so
11 p.m. tonight. Day 2 interviews with all these crazy fans comes out.
yeah, you don't want to miss this. You know, I was in my hey, what's going on, Teddy? How are you? Coming you loud and clear, beautiful, very nice. Could be Lisa, I don't know. I think it's Teddy though. But that's awesome. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, everybody else, share it out there. Let's go. 11 o'clock. It's the first time Austin and I are doing something like this. We're doing a premiere. And it's a long video of all the cool things that happened today at Mosconi. Well, just in the beginning, but it's basically David Alcady, my boy.
I gotta come in for David.
Oh man, we love you, brother.
David, great playing today, man. You did amazing.
David Alcady with a huge comeback to make him Team Europe go up 6-4. He just played an incredible shot, and they were down 4-3. We're going to talk a lot about that, and I can't wait to hang out with those guys. I think they're going to win. They're a little favored. They have such a great team, and I'm looking forward to it. But make sure you check us out. We got pictures of David. We got pictures of FSR. We got pictures of all the Americans, and we've got a couple pictures of David's family, of his wife and his daughter, who I actually met today too. It was really cool. But it's so much amazing things to talk about. The Mosconi Cup is live and kicking, and we're going to have our premiere 11 o'clock. As soon as Bobby's done, maybe a couple minutes after, you're going to want to join us and go on Facebook or YouTube and check it out. And you're going to see the crazy fans. I mean, we got some real wild about people. And just so you know, the Shark Stream is blowing up, and it's just crazy because Austin, right? People are like, "Hey, Shark Stream, we're over here."
I don't know how many times we heard that today.
Yeah, and we're talking people from Indiana, Wisconsin, North Carolina,
East Coast, West Coast, Central.
It's unbelievable. And when Austin and I are out there, we got the microphone and the camera. Watch out, because we're coming for you. So make sure you guys keep checking us out. And what's up, Brian? And so we're doing a lot of things. So let's start talking a little bit about it. We got a bunch of people here. Of course, we got the man, David Alcady himself, who is in there listening as well. But let's talk about it. Let's go over the first match. So first, we go into day 2, and it was a close match. Europe took the lead 3-2. Well, actually, USA came back the last match of day 1 to make it 3-2 in anybody's game at that point. And of course, the team match was first. It was Team USA versus Team Europe, and Team USA came out on fire, and they won the first match. And at that point, Austin, right, when we're in the building, it sounded like rocket ships, right?
Oh, yeah.
The noise. I mean, we're now 3-3 tied up. Europe, United States, a race to 11, and it's now 3-3. And Team USA, which is the home team, so basically, it's. Yeah, I gotta say it's I think it's 80-20, but the European fans are so loud and aggressive. We got a couple out there that just make some noise, and every time that Europe does something good, they're hooting and hollering. And when USA makes a mistake, they they let you know it. So, but I think I think USA is outnumbering 90% in the building right now. Who knows what it's going to be tomorrow? Because the people that don't have tickets today, maybe tomorrow, so it might be a little different. Miguel, how you doing? It's nice to see you. I want to meet you. I didn't meet you today. I looked over on section 1 for you a little bit. I didn't see you, but hopefully tomorrow I can meet you and take a picture as well. So day one. Here we are. We got the team match, and it's 3-2. USA's down, and USA wins. Now it's 3-3, and man, I can imagine the pressure these Europeans are feeling now. The crowd is into it. Everybody's rocking and rolling, and they just come back and take a 3-3 tie, and everything's shaking. Now, what do we have up? You got the main guy. You got Fedor Gorst versus Jason Shaw. And again, all the pressure right now, Austin, you think is going to be on Team Europe, right? At that point,
they want to stay ahead.
Yeah, because they want to stay at HUD. They're home. They're away. USA is home, and if they get behind, that crowd is going to get even more riled up. And that was another great match. And Federer and Shaw. And Shaw, man, he is such a competitor. He has his family in his corner, and they're from Scotland, and they were there. We actually interviewed them yesterday during the day, and they were hooting, hollering, and yelling and screaming. And Jason Shaw, he puts his ear behind his like a wrestling, like Hulk Hogan, man. He wants to hear it. He does that when he misses a shot or if he makes a shot. So he wants to hear it both ways. He gets fired up when people in the crowd are booing him and making noise at him, but he also gets fired up when he makes a great shot. And him and Fedor just went at it toe-to-toe, and Jason Shaw was fortunate enough to get the best of it, and that was a big match right there, right, Austin?
It was.
Because now you got Team Europe that took the lead again, now 4-3.
4-3.
4-3, and again, we're playing a race to 11, so it's anybody's game still. It's 4-3. Home team is Team USA, and that's all we got. And then we got the next match. What was the next match there? It is Tyler Starr and Billy Thorpe against Mickey Krause and Jason Shaw. Now, this is a real big match. This was a telltale match for the day. Because again, now this game goes back and forth. The momentum switches, the crowd's yelling and screaming. Your player just wins on your team, a big match, and now all of a sudden the momentum's with you. And Jason Shaw just won a big match for Team Europe. They are now up 4-3, looking to take a toll on the United States and really take it to them. And what happens? The great match happens. Billy Thorpe, Tyler Steyer, Billy Thorpe, obviously the wild card, playing against Jason Shaw, the leader, and it was just a great match back and forth. And then, but Team USA took that one, and Billy Thorpe made a 9-ball on the break at 3-3. I think it was 3-3, right?
The first golden break of the Mosconi Cup.
The first golden break of the Mosconi Cup. And again, go check out that video on YouTube and Facebook as well. Again, I thought the roof was coming off the place. It was just, he made that on the break, and he was pumped up. And Billy Thorpe is just amazing guy. He's just so energetic, and he just gets the crowd into it. He kind of reminds me of Jason Shaw a little bit. If you see Jason Shaw when he plays, he's always involved, getting the crowd involved and listening and just involved. And Billy Thorpe's the same way. If he misses a shot, he's over it, and he's ready to go the next shot, and he's ready to cheer on his teammates or himself, and or listen to the crowd and just get excited and pump himself up. And they won that match as well. And then there you go. It was now where did I leave off here? 4-4.
4-4.
It was 4-4 at that point. 4-4. Let's say Eric says, great job covering the Mosconi. Very nice. Billy Thorpe is a strong breaker. Golden break was gorgeous. Yeah, it was really cool to see, and it was nice to see the emotions of it, of just when they make a 9 on the break. It makes us, I think, the amateurs, what we feel is like a 9 on the break. We get excited. You know what I mean? Especially in leagues like APA and stuff like that. You got a patch for it. It's a big deal.
But at this level,
yeah, at this level,
it makes a huge difference to get that point.
Right, it makes a huge difference to get that point, and you know, a lot of times, you know, in some tournaments, they get a call line, and so it doesn't really count. And you know, it just is what it is. But he made it, and he was a big difference, and that made it 4-4. And Brian Brees says the golden break was crazy pants. Yeah, it really was. It really was really cool. So it's 4-4, and now we go back to another singles match. And this is really crazy. FSR and Shane Van Boney are playing now. It's 4-4. Now, you're Team America. You're thinking, okay, we got Shane on the table. We're going to get ready. We're going to get this point. We're going to take the lead. 5-4. I mean, fourth. Yeah, 5-4. No.
It was 4.
Yeah, 4-4. So we're going to take the lead, 5-4. And USA says, okay, we put up Shane. And he plays Francisco, and it makes you guys, again, I keep pushing it, but you got to go check out our interview with FSR. You know, we love FSR here on the Shark Stream. He's part of the family, just like David, and of course Jonas, all our guys from Spain there. And he just gave an interview, and he said, you know, me and Shane played, and you know, they played really good. Shane really missed one shot. He missed one combo, and FSR was able to take advantage of it and win that rack, and then win the next rack, and FSR taking down Shane Van Boney, and now Team Europe is up 5-4, 5-4, and it was just crazy pants, as they're saying in the chats, because you know, it's 5-4, which is a close match. But if you're going to tell me that Shane Van Boney and Fedor Gorst doesn't win a point in a singles match, and you're still only 1 point behind, I guess you're going to take that as a USA fan. You know what I mean? You're going to sign up for that all day, because you got to count on those guys to get those points from you. And it just didn't happen with those two. But America, Billy Thorpe, and what can you say about Tyler Steyer? Tyler Steyer, man, is really bringing it. He's bringing the heat. And I mean, Austin, you're watching him play. He looks like a calm, cool veteran out there, right?
He does, and even off of the table, he's getting involved with the crowd more. He's trying to get them pumped up when Team Europe's missing balls or in a hard position. He's really bringing more energy into the room.
Right. It's not just about playing. He's taking a leadership role, and he's really getting the crowd excited. But it's really good to see him play that well, because you know, again, he did make it on points this year, and you know, we had a great interview with him yesterday as well. Make sure you go check that out. We were talking about how he won his first world title, and then he won another WNT event right after it, and then he goes to the European Open. He wasn't feeling well. He actually had to lead that event, where who knows, he may be able to win 2 world titles this year. But he's playing really, really well, and just awesome to see him play. And so now Team Europe, though, does take the lead. Shane Van Boney loses. FSR, the great FSR, he's just what can you say about Francisco? I literally have no words. I think when I posted my post, I'm like, what can you say? The guy is just, here he is. It's 4-4. Again, the whole crowd is against him. The whole building is against him. And he doesn't miss a ball to set. He's playing Shane Van Boney, arguably the top American player in the world, definitely one of the top American players all time. But definitely, I think 18 Mosconi Cups he's been in. 18. That's incredible. And he goes out there, and FSR does not miss a ball. Austin, how do you do that?
FSR played some of the best pool I've seen him play on any tournament. You know, like they were saying in the commentary, he didn't look so comfortable in the last tournament over in Vietnam, I believe.
Yep. And
this table, it's his home table. Like he's played on it every day for the last 10 years.
Yeah, it is. And when we talk to the pros, they say this table is not easy to play on.
Not at all.
You know, but the Europeans seem to have it down. And Francisco was a huge point to take the lead. So now they're up 5-4 going into the last match. And then, of course, let's go over the last match. That was a big match, guys. That was
you had David Al-Kaidi and
Elakachi against Fedor Gorst and Sky Woodward.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't been watching the Mosconi Cup, you've been following just us, you know, you would definitely find out that Sky has been playing great. He's playing second to none. He won that great singles match on day one to bring it to 3-2, and his partners matches he's playing really good speed. So they were playing very good, and they start off again. Team Europe's up 5-4. So this last match either means we're going sleep 5-5 in a race to 11, or 6-4. So that's a big difference. So this means a lot. And, both teams come out firing, playing well, back and forth. And then all of a sudden, Team USA is now up 4-3. And they are 1 point away, 1 9-ball away from taking it 5-5. And it was a critical safety mistake, and it turned the tide. And then there was a miss on a 6-ball, I believe. And then after that, it was just unbelievable. And Alec Hachi and David Alcady won that last game to make it 4-4. Now they're on the hill, and again, it's just the last rack. What can you say? One mistake by Team USA, and Team Europe takes it down 6-4.
That last rack, though, you had a few mistakes on both sides. Missed balls on both teams, not just Team USA or Team Europe. It was Team Europe missed, Team USA missed, Team Europe ended up capitalizing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. And it was just, again, David Alcady, you got to give a call. He actually missed a ball. I think this first ball he missed, but it was a tough shot. It wasn't an easy shot. It was a reverse cut shot, and he missed it, and he scratched. So at that point, you think it's over. He's not going to get another chance. And he does, and they end up winning that rack. And then again, they win the last rack, so they win 5-4 over Team USA, and they are taking the lead till tomorrow, 6-4. And it just, what can you say? I got to give you my input on it. I've been to Mosconi in the past in Las Vegas, and I think we had more European fans there. But here, there's a little less European fans. There's more American fans. It's louder. It's electric. When Team USA wins a point, literally the decimals, right, Austin? It's so loud. It sounds like
it's beyond anything.
It's cracking. It's cracking. So that's what's going on with that. And then our guy Teddy says the commentary was saying that Europe didn't do well in the Reyes Cup, so they want some redemption. I can see that. I definitely can see that because, if you watch the press conference, Team America was throwing that right in Team Europe's face and saying, "Yeah, you can't even beat Asia, and we're gonna beat you too." And these guys are competitive, man. These guys are competitive. You guys know what kind of good friends that David and FSR, and of course Honas was not on the team, but are there. But I might have made a prediction at one point where I thought, USA might at home take it 10-9, and man, I think that brought out some competitive juices in our guys. And again, I would never root against David or FSR in any match because they mean the world to me. But I thought Team USA had a shot with, of course, Fedor and then Shane, and being at home. And it still could go either way. It's only a 2-point match, but I can't bet against, Jason Shaw. Jason Shaw, what can you say? And this is the chat. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys saw that. So this is the chat. You know the chat? Jason Shaw, Jason Shaw, Jason Shaw, Jason Shaw. So every time that Jason makes a big shot or wins a big game, we hear the Team Europe singing that for Jason Shaw. And it's funny because sometimes when I'm talking to Jason or I'm making a comment about Jason, not talking about Mosconi, but I'll read Jason Shaw, because that's going to do. But when the way they were singing it, Jason Shaw, Jason Shaw was just, it's piercing. And you're just, as American fans, I'm sure some of those fans wanted to, go over there and say, hey, what are you doing? This is our turf. You know what I mean? This is our home. And Team USA would go back, USA, and it's just a great sight. But there's 2,500 people there. The place is packed, and it was definitely close to sold out, if not sold out. I don't see an empty seat in the bunch. I see a line for all the shirts. Everybody's wearing USA.
USA shirts are sold out.
But USA shirts, but I think they're getting more on Monday, tomorrow.
I believe
I
so.
think they're getting more, but they're sold out, and they're getting more tomorrow, because they're just, everybody is so committed to this tournament, and it's so much fun. Like I said, the energy is just absolutely incredible. I've never felt anything like it. And so we have a little media booth area where we sit, right? So if you sit over there, it's literally right in between USA and Team Europe, right? So you go there and it's like, okay, it's not that bad. You know, over here, Jason Shaw, you know what I mean? And then over here, you hear USA. But Austin, let's talk about it. You and I, sometimes we're walking around. We're not just sitting in our chair. We're working, right?
Correct.
So what's it like when we go to the USA side and they win a big match? You feel the difference?
I mean, the crowd difference in USA supporters to Europe, I mean, I expected that, especially being in Orlando, Florida.
Yep.
You know, we're in the US, not London this time.
Yep.
So, but their energy that USA fans bring is second to none. Even on like a close shot where like the break and the 9 almost goes in, the whole building's shaking.
It is.
You know, regardless of what the shot is, they're so energetic.
Yeah, it's nothing I've ever experienced before, and it's funny. Who is it? I don't know, EFG, something like that. They're saying I'm always quiet when the opponent's shooting. Here, not so much. We actually posted a video, and Austin wanted to actually microphone somebody up that we can find that's heckling, because for the most part, the referee will put the hand up and say, all right, quiet while he's shooting. And most people do respect it. Most people.
But there is the 5% of people that do not be quiet, and these players are going through tough shots, getting yelled at or heckled.
Austin, what do you hear? What do you hear from the crowd? What are people saying?
Some things that shouldn't be said. That's number one. Some lines are crossed.
Yeah. I think they call David Al-Kaidi an old man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, David Al-Kaidi, he's not old. I mean, he might be 40 something, low 40s, but he's in his prime as far as his game. He's playing fantastic. It was just, I couldn't believe that when they were saying that.
You got USA fans chanting USA during European shooting.
Yep. There was a guy with a horn.
A horn, air horn.
A New Year's horn with a little thing that blows out, and he was blowing that while the Europeans were shooting.
Yeah.
While they were shooting the ball.
It's crazy that even like after a great shot by Team USA, they're still cheering while Team USA is shooting, and they're not watching that they're on another shot.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And just good stuff, man. It's so fun. It's exciting. I wish everybody can be there. And honest to God, Austin and I are here, and we went to the International last week, and we're here at Mosconi. I didn't think we'd be bringing you this much content, right?
Yeah, no.
But we can't not, because it's so exciting.
So much going on. So exciting. So many people to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, new video coming out 11 p.m.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, 11 p.m. right after our show, which will be in about 10 or 15 minutes. You're going to follow us live. Go on Facebook or YouTube, and you're going to see it's our premiere, right?
YouTube will have the premiere of day 2 interviews with all these fans that we caught up with during and throughout the day. So many.
You're not going to want to miss it, because number one, you're going to see a couple professionals in there. So you're going to want to get that in there. You're also going to get some family of some players as well. You're not going to want to miss that. And you're going to see some of the most outlandish outfits that you've ever seen. Right? These people that are dressed up, it's just...
Dude, the outfits
it's unbelievable.
Are the best.
Yeah. Someone needs to give us a Baba Booey and get Howard Stern looking your way, Austin. Listen, he's fine. He's doing great right there. When he saw David Al-Kaidi pop up, he was right here on my shoulder saying hi to David.
I'm here. I'm just monitoring everything in the back.
That's all. He's doing all the push buttons and all that good stuff. Plus, he makes me work, so this is kind of my work. So I'm kind of doing this while he's still working, doing his thing. But all right, so let's go over some prediction, guys. I want to know what you guys think is going to happen. I do have one predictions already up here
for day 3.
For day 3, Brian Brennan says it's going to be 8-7, so he thinks USA is going to win 3-2 tomorrow, which very well could happen.
No, 4-1, because it's 6-4 right now.
Oh, but he says Europe's going to be leading, right?
Europe's
going to
yeah,
so it's going to be
2-3.
Yeah, he's going to USA is going to win 3-2 as well. I want to know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think is going to happen tomorrow. Here is a bad scenario, and nobody wants to do. We don't want this to happen. We don't want to think about it. But if Team Europe wins the first 3 points, they might discontinue it for another day because they don't want it to end tomorrow. And a lot of times USA is so far behind that they have to do that. This is our year. We don't want to do it. Team USA has a chance to win this. They have to pull it close, right?
This is going to be a day for Team USA not to mess around.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So you definitely don't want to do that. We want USA to get a couple points. Again, I can't root against David in FSR. They're my hometown guys. I really pulling for those guys. But I do want to see a good match. I want to see USA get down to the nitty-gritty and see what happens. Because Tyler Steyer's playing fantastic. Sky Woodward's playing fantastic. And you're not going to be able to keep Fedor Gorst and Shane Mamoni down. You're not. They are too good of players, and they're not playing terrible, but a couple key misses. Like I said, FSR played Shane, and Shane made one mistake. He missed one combo, and Fedor missed an 8-ball earlier in that Hill match where that could have made the difference as well. But I think they're going to come back, and you can't keep those guys down. If they play well tomorrow, I think it's anybody's game. So Clint Dixon says FSR has been clutch. Yeah, he has. He's so solid, man. It's funny. I got my boy Mike Matthew on the right of me sometimes sitting, and we're talking in the match, and I'm like, he's just incredible. What do you do? He breaks good. He usually gets position on the 2-ball, and if there's nothing tied up or nothing crazy, he runs out. He just plays so smooth, and it's awesome to watch. It's scary to watch. It's just unbelievable. We got any more predictions?
Hill day 4.
Brian Brill says Hill day 4. That would be unbelievable. And if you had Hill Austin, you have a pick. This is what it is, guys. So if the score is 10-10 and it's a race to 11, they're going to add one more match on the final day, and the captain gets to pick the singles match. Imagine that. So you're at 10-10. You got one match to win the whole thing, the Mosconi Cup. Win an extra $20,000 per player. That's $100,000 for the team, and you guys got to decide who you want to pick to put on that team to play the other team.
It's a tough pick.
It's really tough pick, right? Right?
I think Team USA, you have to go with Fedor Gorst.
Yep.
But Team Europe, that's where it gets tricky.
Yep. Brian Brennan says, I changed my mind. Captain's match singles is decided. Jason Stahl versus Skylar.
I did mention that earlier today.
That's what he said. The thing with that is how do you let... They're saying that Fedor has one of the best career years of any pool player this last year. He won the Gorst Slam. He won the world title. He won the U.S. Open. I mean, he just incredible monumental wins. He won the Saudi Arabia $250,000 event. How do you tell that guy he's not the guy?
You're not playing.
Yeah. How do you do that? It's just really tough to do from America. And again, from Europe, I mean, yes, Jason's definitely capable of winning. He handles the pressure. He's been there multiple times. But how do you tell FSR, who hasn't missed the ball, that you're not playing? Or David Alcady, I think he has 2 points as well, or 1.5 points. You're not playing. It's
even Kachi with his break.
Kachi playing fantastic.
I think he is definitely one of the better breakers on Team Europe, and the break is mattering a lot in these matches, especially in a race to 5. It's a short race.
Yep.
A few good breaks and run outs, you're already 3 points ahead.
Yep. So that's going to be interesting. And so we got a couple people watching, right? Yeah, very good. So again, don't forget, we got this premiere coming up at 11 o'clock. You want to check that out. But come on, guys, I need your chat. Brian Brennan, he's saying no Federer. He's not on the Federer bandwagon because maybe he saw him miss that 8-ball, or he's just not happy with what he's seen. But I want to know who you think. Come on, fill the chat up. Let me know. I want to know 10-10. Who are you putting up? Team Europe, Team United States. Who do you want to see race to 5 for the 2024 Mosconi Cup Championship? Who do you want to see? All right, so we got one person right here. He says, if I'm picking Jason.
No, if I'm Jason.
Oh, if I'm Jason, I'm picking FSR.
I mean, how can you not? That's a great choice.
Yeah, I mean, how do you not? I mean,
but then again, how do you not pick David?
I know David's a multi-world title holder as well. Kachi is world title. I mean,
with the breaks,
it's so tough, so tough. Brian Brennan says Skyler and Jason would be Hulk Hogan versus the Macho Man. The fans all win.
That match would be intense.
That's true.
In the building.
That's true. And then you would have his buddy Billy Thorpe. And again, I got to apologize for keep pushing this, but you guys got to check out our content. You got to go potty or spend a half an hour in your room, and you got to put some effort in it. Austin has been killing it, taking his time. We got the 10 minutes with all the interviews with all the American people.
We got day 1 interviews. We have day 2 interviews coming out at 11 p.m. tonight as a premiere on YouTube. Make sure to tune in. Tomorrow we'll have day 3 interviews all coming out. And of course, day 4 interviews. We got shorts all throughout the day.
Pro interviews,
clips of fans, clips during the matches.
Clips of the VIP lounge. We got pros that we talk to on the outside, but you want to check out our interviews with the pros because we've been doing a lot more interviewing over the last couple months as well. But the last, say, four events we've been to, we've been really with the U.S. Open and the International and now Mosconi. We're really getting time to spend with these guys and ask some really good questions, and we like seeing the responses. But we've been interviewing everybody from Joshua Filler in the past, Fedor Gorst, Jason Shaw, FSR, Billy Thorpe, Sky Woodward. So you got to go check out our interviews and tell us what you guys think. Because we really, really appreciate the feedback, and we want to know that you guys like the time that we're putting in and the effort that we're putting in. But let's get back to the chat here. John Allen says Fedor versus Shaw.
It's a good matchup.
I don't think you can lose with that one either because that match right there. All right, John, let me talk about that match real quick. If we're going to put Fedor Gorst and Jason Shaw, Jason handles the Mosconi pressure, I think, better than anybody. I think he's a different mindset. And if you go to
breed.
Yeah.
He's a different breed.
He's a different breed. If you go to our interview, I ask him about that question. I said, how do you do it? When people are yelling at you or people are saying we love you, he feeds in it. You know what I mean? And the amount of pressure that Fedor would have to feel playing, knowing that he's probably the 1 or 2 best players in the world, and he's got to play for the Mosconi Cup for his whole team, that pressure would be amazing. So that matchup, Fedor and Shaw, it's hard to argue against that one. But thanks a lot, John. That's really good. I appreciate that. And Lisa says Fedor versus Al-Kaidi. Wow. And how about that? You're talking about 2 world title holders would battle it back and forth. And I've never seen David Al-Kaidi really give it up. He always brings it. We all miss. Everybody misses. He misses. I've seen him miss. I've seen him lose. But I very rarely see him give it up. He plays his heart out, and he plays with precision. He knows what he wants to do. He has a plan, and he executes it. So it's just something to see. So Lisa, that would be a great matchup as well. Fedor versus Al-Kaidi. Paul Mucci says, listening to this on my drive home. Well, Paul, you didn't give us a matchup. Let us know. Don't text and drive and get crashed, but let us know if you who you want to see in that last matchup. And just so you guys know, day 4 is all singles. So that's when you're going to see the cream
crazy
from the
matchups.
Cup. With the way Sky's playing, right? And Fedor and Shane are not going to play. They're not losing players. Yeah, they're not losing players. They're going to come back and win. And Billy Thorpe is just a spark plug. And then you got Tyler Steyer, who's playing really consistent. You got to be kind of excited if we can make it, if USA can make it to day 4, and it's close. I think, we'll have a good chance, I think. Teddy says, Ostaseco put it into work on the road. Team no sleep. Yes.
It seriously is no sleep, man. I'll be honest.
The first night we had no sleep.
The first day was rough. Second day, a little better. But this is what we do to bring content to all you guys.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, our content it's like the size of this room. It's way bigger than our booth.
100%.
Our content in our Facebook and our YouTube, it's just, you gotta kill it. And again, we wouldn't be here, Mosconi, if it wasn't for these 3 people blinking right here. Vaculease, Harriman Real Estate, and McDermott Cues. Without you guys, wouldn't be doing what we do. We really appreciate it. It is not cheap to get out here. You have airfare, flight, hotel. Food is not cheap. I mean, Austin's a skinny guy, but he likes to eat, so it's not cheap. It's not cheap, but we do our best. We buy food at the grocery store and leave it here in the hotel and stuff. So, but thank you guys for the support that you have. And again, you know me, anything we make from the Shark Stream, I'm putting right back into it, trying to make it better and bigger. And again, I see the fruit, right? People walking by saying, "Hey, Shark Stream."
I don't know how many times we got that today. I would say at least 10, if I can remember correctly. But
yeah, I hold the microphone. They want me to come over and talk to them. I think they do. And
Yeah.
I want to talk to everybody. We just don't have that time. It just takes so much time. If we miss you, we apologize, but we try our best.
We're there for about an hour and a half talking with tons of different people. So, I mean...
Absolutely. All right, let's see. Hold on real quick here. So we got Jason did dog an 8-ball. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you say he dogged it. I think the reason why he missed it, the 9 was a little close, so he was worried about thinning the 9 ball. So that's why he hit it a little bit straighter than he wanted to. And again, it's hard to say Jason dogged anything. When you win so many matches in a row, you are going to miss, no matter who you are. And I don't want to say Jason dogged it, but thanks for that, Jim. I really appreciate that. And then Brian Brennan says, emergency sub at the last second. Joshua Filler.
Trust me, the crowd agrees with you.
I can't imagine how that would go. Holy
Team
cow.
USA wants to see him here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the USA fans.
Andy Goss says, get the Spaniards back. We definitely are. You know, we love those guys. And believe me, like I said, I'm rooting for them every time they're on the table. I'm fighting with the American fans because I don't want them to rock and roll. Real quick, Teddy says Sky versus FSR. Yeah, Sky's playing great. He's tough to deny. You know, he's really, really tough to deny. So we'll see what happens with him. And then he says, do you think there would be ever considered making races 7 or 9? I don't think so. The reason why, it's a great question, Jim. The reason why is we start a little late every day at 1:45 or 1:15, right?
1:15, 1:30.
It's supposed to start at 1. It starts at 1:15, 1:30. And we only play races to 5 matches. And we're not done until 6:30. And that's a long day for the pros because, again, they have to get there and practice earlier. They also come into our interview rooms after, right? And we do interviews with them. We do all that stuff. So it's a long week. And, again, they're missing their family. They're missing their friends. It's a little bit longer than an individual tournament almost, I think.
I believe so, too. Especially they're not only playing, but they're interacting with fans all day.
Yeah.
They're working. They're going to multiple interviews per day.
Yep.
Playing, practicing, having team meetings.
It's a long process.
And
if we are there a week early to practice as well as a
Exactly.
team. So that's a great question, Jim. I appreciate that. And again, we got so much more to talk about tomorrow. We're going to do another show tomorrow night, and we're going to do big things. So like Austin was just mentioning, we have videos. They're signing autographs in between racks. So, and Jason Shaw was actually signing autographs while they were on break in between his match.
Yep.
It's just the amount of pressure. Like, how do you think about signing your name and then you got to go down there and break? It's it's a different mindset. It's something I've never seen before, and it's so awesome. That's why we gave you so much content. You got to check it out because it's just amazing. And I know Austin's saying we got to go because we have our premiere at 11 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. Go on YouTube, go on Facebook, and please share it. And if you like it, give us a comment, give us a like, say, hey man, this is awesome what you're doing. Because I don't see anybody doing what we're doing as far as promoting the pool game that we are wanted to do. We're trying to promote it so that everybody's hearing about it. We're interviewing people that are just random, and we're interviewing family members of the pros. We're interviewing everybody. We're doing the best we can. And I was trying to do it incognito, but there's some of the players and family members I knew. I was kind of acting like I didn't know them. But I mean, we're just trying to do it. We're trying to go to everybody, and you'll see it when you guys watch it. I know you guys are gonna appreciate it. So,
and let us know what you guys want to see more of, and what you guys want to see less of.
Yep.
We're here for you.
Yep.
So,
all right, very good. Last thing, it says, can't wait for all the new stuff. Thank you guys very much for all you do. Thank you very much. I really like the way that Jason is acting this year. He's being cool and fun. Yeah, he really is. And I appreciate you guys for staying tuned. Again, we have a bunch of people watching the whole show. We have a bunch of people following our content. And don't forget, without you, there definitely is no us. And of course, Brian Brennan back at home as well. We need him as well. So Bobby Hilton saying, boom.